Hey guys, it's Jake with KidsFit, back to share one of my favorite sport-specific activities with you all today. Today's activity is going to be really fun. I think you're going to love it. For this session, we're going to bring the NFL Combine right to your home with a little circuit to test our strength, speed, power, and agility. All right, so the NFL Combine is where players, pro football players, go to put their football skills to the test, all right? They want to show off their skills and abilities. We're going to show off our football skills and abilities today with this NFL Combine circuit, all right? So we got push-ups to test our strength. We have sprinting in place to test our speed. We have a little side-to-side agility drill to test and show off our agility skills. And then we have some broad jumps to show off how powerful we are, all right? I think this is gonna be a really fun circuit, so follow along with me and we'll show off our skills and abilities together, all right? All right, guys, even the pros don't get going without a proper warm-up, so we're gonna get our bodies nice and warmed up so we can really show off our skills and our abilities as best we can, all right? So follow along with me and we'll get warmed up, all right? So we're gonna start here, some fast feet, do some fast feet with me like that, and then we're gonna do a little up, down, all right? So down, just like that. Up like that, just like burpee, all right? Fast feet, down, up. There we go, a couple more. Fast feet, down, up, there we go. One more here with me. Fast feet, down, and up, all right? Next one we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to the side, we're gonna do a little karaoke, all right? 1 foot over, 1 foot behind, just like that. Same thing going back, 1 foot over, 1 foot behind. Gonna do this a couple times, back, down, and forth. There we go. All right, let's get our hips ready to go, get our heart pumping, blood flowing, a little more down. All right, next one we're gonna do here, we're gonna take it to the floor. Push up position, and we're just gonna do some mountain climbers. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Well, there we go. 7, 8, we're gonna do 20, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Really get our core, muscles in our shoulders engaged. We're ready to do those push-ups, all right? Gonna go back to the top, back to those fast feet and up, downs. Here we go, you ready? Fast feet, down, and up. Fast feet, down, and up. A couple more here. Fast feet, down, and up. There we go, last one. Fast feet, down, and up. All right, take it to the side. Work on our karaoke here a little bit. 1 foot behind, 1 foot in front. Here we go. Get those hips nice and ready to go. A couple more here. Last ones. Finish going back down. There we go, back to our mountain climbers. We got 20, and that's our warm up, all right? So 20 mountain climbers, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, bring it up. Now that we've warmed up, we're ready to get started with our combine circuit. 4 movements: push-ups, side-to-side agility, broad jumps, and sprinting in place. All you're gonna need is some space to move, and then a cone or 2 to mark off our agility drill, right? About 10 feet apart, and we're gonna run back and forth between them, all right? So we're gonna do 15 seconds of push-ups, 15 seconds of broad jumps, 15 seconds of side-to-side agility, which is just gonna be back and forth between the 2 cones as fast as we can, and then 15 seconds sprinting in place, all right, to test our agility, speed, power, and strength, all right? We're gonna do that minute of work, take 1 minute off, and then go back through that 4 times, all right, to really test and show off our football skills and abilities, all right? So, we're gonna start with those push-ups for 15 seconds, and then we're going to our broad jumps, then to our agility, and then to our sprinting in place, all right? 15 seconds each. Follow after me and let's get going, all right? So we're gonna take it to the floor here, start with our push-ups, okay? And we're gonna start in 5 seconds here, so let's get ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Push-ups, as many as we can here. And if you can't do push-ups like this, it's all right if we take it to our knees and do little push-ups on our knees, all right? We've got 5 seconds left here, whatever works for you. And we're up, we're taking it to the side. We got 15 seconds of broad jumps. So jump as far as we can each time here. Just like that. Got about 5 seconds left. Last big jump. All right, there we go. Find our cones, back and forth as fast as we can. Ready, go. Stay low to the ground. Keep that center of gravity low so you can get back and forth as fast as you can. 10 seconds in. There we go. Last one here. Just like that, there's 15. Now we're sprinting in place, 15 seconds, and then we get some rest. Ready, go. Fast as we can here. Just like running a 40 or 40-yard dash time in football. Work on that speed here. Drive those knees up. Be as fast as we can be. 5 seconds left. And done. All right. Now we have a chance to catch a breather before we go on to round number 2, all right? Round 2, let's see if we can do a little bit better. Maybe you counted your push-ups, round 1. See if you can improve them this time. If you counted how many down and backs you got, maybe if we can improve them this time, all right? Just try and get better as the rounds go on here. We got 10 seconds before we're back at it with 15 seconds of push-ups. Here we go, let's find our spot on the ground. And go. Push-ups here, show off that strength. There we go. Core tight. Control your movement here. And we're up. Onto our broad jumps. Ready, go. See how far we can jump. Each time we go through this. Just like that. Drive those hips forward every time. Got 5 seconds. Really be powerful here. All right, there's 15. Side to side agility. Here we go. You see how quick we can be going back and forth here. Stay low to be faster. 4 seconds left. Last one. There we go. Sprinting in place. Then we're going with round 2. Ready, go. Drive those knees up. Really be fast here. Light on our toes. Run on your toes here. 5 seconds left. And done. All right, that's round 2. Good work, everybody. We got a minute to catch our breath. All right, we got 10 seconds left. Then we're gonna get back at it again with our push-ups on round 3. Find our spot on the ground here, and we'll get going. Let's go. Round 3. Push-ups here. Remember, you can do them from the knees if you need to, all right? No problem with that. Go, 3 seconds left. And we're up. All right, let's get our broad jumps going here. Here we go. Good, just like that. Turn around. Use those arms to propel yourself forward. Extend those hips. A couple more jumps left here. There we go. Find our cones for our side-to-side agility. Ready, go. Stay low, flatten out that outside foot. Use our hips to change direction. Here we go, 5 seconds left. Last one here. Here we go. Here we go with our sprint in place, be fast. Here we go. Try those knees, use those arms. Chest down just a little bit. We got 5 seconds left. And there we go. That wraps up round 3. We'll take a minute off and then get back at it for our last round. All right, last round here. Find our push-up position. Make it our best one here. Ready, go. Last set of push-ups. Let's make sure we're doing it our best. 5 seconds left. And we're up. Find our space, broad jumps. Here we go, last round of broad jumps, and go. Just like that. Really see how far you can jump here. Here we go. 5 seconds left. Last big jump. All right, find our cone. Last set of agility here. And go. Stay low. Push that outside foot. Be fast. Here we go, last couple seconds. One more down and back. Here we go. Let's finish off. Be fast with this sprint in place. Here we go. Ready, go. Eyes forward, knees up. Be fast here. Halfway done. Really throw those arms into it. Breathe in. 15 seconds. There we go. That wraps up our NFL Combine circuit workout, guys. Good job. All right, guys, that wraps up our NFL Combine workout, our little circuit today. I hope you guys had a lot of fun challenging yourself and really showing off your football skills and abilities with our strength, power, speed, and agility. I love challenges here, so I'm gonna leave you guys with one last challenge before I send you home. And that you can pick either to show off your strength and test how many push-ups you can do in a row, all right? See how high you can get. Or set up our little agility drill, set a timer for 30 seconds, and see how many down and backs you can get in 30 seconds, all right? I want you guys to pick one of those 2 challenges, challenge yourself a couple more times throughout the day, and see how good you can do, and see how much you can improve as you go through it, all right? Let's grab a little stretch and cool down here, all right? We're gonna go with our standing quad stretch on our right here. Work on our balance a little bit as we stretch that quad. Deep breaths in to relax our bodies as we go through it. And switch here. All right. Work on our balance. Nice deep big breaths, slow our heart rate down, cool our bodies down the right way as we get done with that challenging little circuit. There we go. Right arm across the chest. Push-ups, got to stretch those upper body muscles out here. So I had a lot of fun doing this one. I want you guys to kind of think about maybe what you had the most fun doing throughout that. I really enjoyed the agility drill. I thought it was fun to really test my agility going back and forth, staying low to the ground, being quick. I thought that the sprinting in place was the hardest just because it was at the end of our little circuit. So at that point you were kind of fighting through fatigue, all right? So I want you guys to think about maybe what you thought was the most fun part, what was the most challenging, all right? Finish up this stretch here. A couple big arm circles with me. Stretch those muscles in our upper body out. All right, there we go. Good work today, guys. I thought that was a lot of fun going through that NFL Combine circuit. Again, we got to test our football skills and abilities, put them to the test. I hope you guys had a lot of fun, challenge yourself, and I hope you guys will take one of those challenges that I just gave you and practice them and see how much you can improve, all right? So come back again for another sport-specific activity with me, and I will see you guys next time.